What's up, good people? It's the Truth Is Podcast. And today's topic is a fun one. We still have our guest here, Celia. She popped in tonight. So, the topic for tonight is, do you think sex is used as a weapon in marriages and relationships? And is it a good idea? And does it work? You know, we've gotten some feedback in the emails and some personal conversations. So, again, I'll repeat it. Do you think sex is used as a weapon in marriages and relationships? And is it a good idea? And does it work? We're going to start off with Sonia. So, Sonia, set it off.
Well, I do think that at sometimes people use, sex as a weapon in their relationship. Is it a good idea? No, because it's a lose-lose. You can lose that partner, that spouse, or whatever. So I don't think it's a good idea. But to use it as a weapon, as in saying, I'm mad at you, so I'm not giving you any. My thing is that, when it comes to sex in a relationship, women handle sex differently than men. Women are more emotional with it than men. And well, our guest is about to jump out of her seat. Yes, Celia, what you got to say, honey? Go ahead. What you got to say, Celia? If y'all could only have seen.
I like this.
Go ahead, Celia. What you got to say?
No, it really is, because so I just had this conversation with my husband the other day, right?
Okay.
Women are emotional creatures, right?
Right.
And so when it comes to sex, it's emotional for us. Mm-hmm. For men, it's not. And I was explaining to my husband the other day that when you meet a woman's emotional needs by doing whatever it is that she likes you to do. So if you're helping her out in the sense of, helping her, if she's cooking, you wash the dishes, or you fixing things around the house.
Right.
For me, that's a turn on, right? So you never have to ask me for sex,
Right.
because you're helping me. Mm-hmm. Right? We're helping each other. Let me say that.
Right.
We're helping each other.
Right.
We're a team, right?
Right.
So me watching my man do certain things around the house or meeting my needs
It's
in the
appreciative.
way that
Yeah.
I feel, I'm like, he about to get all this tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to ask for. You won't have to ask for it.
Right.
It just happens.
It's
Happens
automatic.
naturally. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we want to do it.
Exactly.
Right.
And so I don't have to use sex as a weapon. I don't have to, if I'm mad at you, I might,
I think it's hard for men to probably understand that because, oh my God. Truth
We
is,
hate
Nothing like
Poppy.
that.
Poppy,
We hate
Poppy got his hand on his face like a little boy peeking out the window.
I'm
waiting.
listening.
Okay, what you got to say,
No,
Pop?
I'm just listening. I want you to finish.
Okay, because men, for the most part, not all men, let's just say that.
right. Not all men.
It's not their sexual drive is not driven by their emotions.
Right.
So, if they're mad, they get over it just because they want to have sex.
Right.
They don't care if you got over it or not. They're over it because, let me say something nice to her because I know I want to get some. But, they will just get over it quickly because, the next step is to have sex. So, and again, all men are not like that. What you got to say about it, Pop?
I'm waiting for Anita.
No, I have nothing to say.
No, it's on you, Pop. What you got to say?
You've heard two women so far.
I'm
Yeah.
to say no weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. That's what I want to say.
Such a jerk.
Oh,
So I don't know about no weapon. If you wash the dishes, you can have all of this. I bet you, if he woke up in the morning and you gave him some, those dishes would be washed. He wouldn't have to worry about him doing any of those things if in the morning you took care of business. and stop using it as a weapon.
That's not what she's saying, though.
No, she said, I know what she said.
What she said?
First, you told her, men.
This is just recap.
No, this is the way I heard it.
Yeah.
This is the way I heard it. You know, men are programmed this way. They could just have sex. They'll get over the argument.
Choose your
just to
words
have-
wisely. I didn't say program.
No, that's the word that I used. I said,
I said
no,
men are programmed.
No, I said, this is what I heard.
Go ahead.
I said, this is what I heard.
Okay.
I didn't say, this is what you said.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
This is what I heard. That men are programmed that they can be upset and they'll just get over sex. I mean, they'll get over being angry just to have sex. No, we won't. We will still be angry and we will still have sex.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel that women like men to be angry when they have sex. So they
What?
can have angry sex.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yes.
Not angry sex, maybe makeup sex.
Makeup sex. Oh,
That's
we
good.
have a winner.
But it's not angry sex.
angry.
It's not angry sex.
What is
It's
that?
makeup
It's
sex.
makeup sex.
Makeup.
Okay.
Well, that's
And sometimes, okay, let me change it. I apologize, truth is. Sometimes I feel that women like to have the argument so they can have makeup sex.
What in the world are you talking about?
He has no idea.
I
None.
have none. No,
None.
no
Zero.
idea.
Zilch.
Guess who else has no idea? You guys.
Oh, really?
have no idea.
No.
What-
Because the last thing you would do is make sex a weapon if you
But
had an
that's
idea.
not what she's saying.
What is she
She
saying?
never said that. She was saying that what's a turn on for her, because women are emotional. So what's a turn? You don't have to work so hard. It's the little things to make her be like, you know what? You know.
What about no things? What about no things?
But it doesn't. Okay.
No,
I
why
understand.
have to
I
earn
understand. No, listen.
bonus
she-
It's
points?
not about
That's
you
not what
earning
she's saying.
anything. That's not what I'm saying.
That's not what she's
It's
saying.
such a problem.
But to use it as a weapon, you're implying that something happened. She's mad, so you're not getting it.
No, not necessarily.
Okay, so then explain, break it down. What are you?
What is he?
Engineer?
Engineer
Wow.
said.
Wow.
No, I'm not. No, I'm
Who's
not trying to be
that-
funny.
who's that guy over there?
Because
Come
no,
on Who's the guy over there? That guy.
no. Then you break down what was the topic.
No, I know what the topic is. I'm saying he asked, do women use it as a weapon?
Right.
Yes, you guys use it as a weapon. You don't use it as a weapon?
Some women
Yes.
do. Some women do.
Yeah.
And the question is it a right thing to do? It's not the
not
right
the
thing
right
to
thing
do.
to
It's
do.
never the right thing to do. But you have to understand that because women are emotional, sometimes if something goes unresolved, okay, that woman is still in an emotional place, and sex is the last thing that she want to do. When men, they think, okay, so the argument is over, we good, let's go.
Exactly.
But she's still feeling some kind of whatever because of the argument. So that's not.
That got nothing to do with anything.
Yes,
What
it
are you
does.
talking
It
about?
has to do with everything.
Everything gotta be making love? Everything gotta be making
No,
love?
because there's sex, there's...
There's sex, that's what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Right,
Straight up
but even
sex.
with that, even with just sex,
No, just sex don't matter.
Oh,
Don't matter.
thank
Mad,
you, Anita. Thank
angry,
you.
upset,
But
happy,
if I'm
glad.
upset with you, right?
It
we
don't
have
matter
an
with
argument,
sex.
Hey, listen,
I don't want to have sex. I don't want you touching me.
if you're
Facts.
upset with your children, do
I'm
you
a
still
little
feed them?
no.
Not all the
You
time.
don't- they still gonna eat.
They
still
gonna find
gonna-
themselves something to eat.
If you upset, are you still gonna clean your house?
Not all the time.
You upset, you gonna still go to the bathroom? Okay, I'll make it that way. Well, then you can give me some sex if you upset. It ain't the end of the old world because you upset.
It's not.
And that sometimes that could end the argument. That'll make a
It
fool
can.
apologize.
Yeah, but has anything gotten resolved?
It will get if the sex is
Oh,
right.
so let's just
Make a brother
Sometimes, can I tell
apologize.
you something? But sometimes.
Go ahead, Anita. Oh,
Sometimes,
wise one.
No, not all wise ones.
Listen, all wise one. If you on my side, oh yes, wise one. Please speak. We are listening.
Truth.
God hates
Again,
them.
he wants me to use my expressive
No,
language.
I'm on your side.
And I'm not gonna speak my
you gonna be
expressive
on my
language
side?
today.
You don't even know
But
what
what
you're
I am saying about this, no, sex is not good to use as a weapon against your spouse, be
Right.
it male or female.
Never.
It's never good. But
That we all agree on.
sometimes, even when you're upset, Even when you're upset, sometimes sex could be the beginning of a healing.
There's a bomb
be-
in Gilead. There's a bomb in Gilead. It can be a part of the healing.
It could be a start of the healing process for whatever's going
Yes,
on
Anita.
in the
Yes,
relationship.
yes, I agree.
Because because that's the most intimate you could be with your partner.
Yes.
So therefore, when it's over, then at least space and room that, okay, we're not at 1,000, angry, mad, screaming and yelling at each other. Now we're just talking. The pillow talk? Can we just talk about what happened to
can
get
we
us to that
just
place?
talk and then move into intimacy?
You can do that too,
Oh,
but
you could
I'm
just
saying,
get right into some.
see, I'm a little different because I used to
Skip
be
the
like that.
talking. Just go through the motions. Let's have non-verbal communication. Let's have some
You're expressive.
some non-verbal communication. Make a brother say
No,
sorry.
let me tell you something, Pop. I listen. I'm not ignorant to what is being said.
I know
here.
you're not. I know you're not.
Because I can't say I use it as a weapon, but I did when I was upset. No, I don't.
You
touch
wasn't
me.
feeling her.
I listen. We gotta talk first.
Right.
Let's talk about this thing.
Right.
Because you upset me. But I long since have gotten over that. And I think a little differently about it now. Because things have transpired in my own world that caused me to think a little different about it. So therefore, I don't hold back. Number one, I'm not depriving myself. Let's start there. It's selfish.
You sound like somebody I know.
It's selfish. Yes, and that's where I got it from. The same person you're talking about.
This
Yup.
is Poppy?
Yes.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yes. Listen, I had a long conversation with her. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm not depriving myself. But we do have to talk about this. No, we ain't good. You know, I just need a little something right there.
I think it depends. I think it varies. I mean,
No, it does.
You know,
it depends on the
it varies.
severity of whatever the
if
issue
it was
is at
a
that
little
point.
spat, then okay. But if it's something that really like hit the core and you got a knock down, drag out argument and stuff, things need to be resolved.
I agree with
Things
you.
it's gonna be resolved. You live with the person.
But
It's
again,
gonna be resolved.
I'm not
It
depriving
doesn't have to
myself.
be a weapon, but it can
No,
be.
it's not-
But it can be a tool. It can fix.
Oh,
it can
Absolutely.
fix
It
something.
can, no, it can
Let's
fix
re-
it, but you
yeah.
know, it can help bring resolve. It can help.
Of course.
It can help.
course.
But some women look at it that way. I look at it. I like resolve, so then
Prior to
I
it.
can, you know.
You gotta go through all of that.
Well, if
The long-
wait,
and
whoever's
Sonya, you
with
talk-
me,
So let me ask you
and they
something.
think it's
Sonya-
worth it, they will.
Sonya, you speak slow too. You speak slow. You
Dang.
be resolving no
Don't take
slow,
all
no
night.
slow conversation. Dang.
So let me ask you something, Sonia.
Gotta
So
go
what if it never gets resolved? Like, what if you two never agree on whatever the dispute is about? What if there is no
Well,
agreement?
there has to be a respect. We have to agree to disagree. That little saying, there has to be, you know,
That does,
respect.
I never understand that.
That. So, what?
There's a lot going on right
Yeah,
There's a
now.
lot
there's
going
a lot
on.
going on
Celia,
right
special guest, is showing toys. She's showing toys. What's that have to do with being a weapon?
When it comes to depriving yourself,
Help
that's what-
yourself.
help yourself.
That's
So,
what the role
If
is.
that if that's the case, but if that's the case, Celia, then there is a woman that would accept a man that had an argument with his wife or his girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
It can lead to that.
Yes, it can.
No, it can lead to that.
lead
You
to that.
keep
Yes.
saying no to your husband because you mad. Sometimes it can lead to that.
Right,
It
I
does.
understand that.
And I'm saying, you know, that's similar to my situation. But I
Which
promised
one?
myself.
The toy or the other thing? You just said similar to your situation. We brought in two things.
I never
Agreed.
said nothing about the freaking toy.
Oh, okay,
Poppy.
no, you didn't say anything about anything.
I never said anything. I never
She
pointed
didn't.
at the toy. I never had no
Okay,
comments about the toy.
just making it clear,
So
people-
no, I don't have a freaking toy. If that's what you want
No,
to
no,
know.
no. I do not want to know that at
Listen,
all.
so I didn't bring up a freaking toy.
Celia, you started this mess. You started.
You kick the guest out.
Picking up toys.
Toy. I don't have a toy.
Oh, so you said similar to your situation. I didn't know where you was going. Okay, I was
You knew where
confused.
she was going.
I
He
had
knew
no
exactly where I was going. Thank you, Celia. But here I am trying to be the man in the whole situation. And see, you see how he does
Always
it?
controversial.
Always. I don't care what it is. Anyway,
So you
I'm
realize
saying,
that, right?
sometimes we as women, we got to be careful because, when you dealing with that type of dude,
Yeah.
sometimes it can lead them that way.
Absolutely.
And I promise myself
That's when
that
it's
would
abusive.
never.
That's when it's abusive.
I
When
promise
you're
myself.
actually using it as a weapon. That's
Right.
being abusive. But there are times where it's okay to not feel.
It's okay. I'm sorry, I didn't let you finish. I'm so sorry because I really want you to finish your sentence.
What?
It's okay.
Sometimes
What
it's
just happened?
okay to not want to have sex with your husband, your partner, or whatever, if things are not right with you.
That's
right.
true.
It's okay.
It is okay.
But however, it can't be a guessing game on his behalf to figure out what's wrong with you. We play this guessing game. What's the matter? Nothing. But yet he
Women
goes to
do
touch
that.
you,
Absolutely.
right? He goes to touch you, and you frozen like the girl in the movie Frozen, But you have to have a conversation if there's something going on,
recall
so
it.
it could be resolved.
The question was,
The engineer want to get involved.
should sex be
You let
used
him out
as
the
a
room?
weapon
Oh my God.
in marriages and relationships? Is it a good idea, and does it work? Meaning, if that man doesn't do what you want him to do you deprive him of sex? The question is very plain.
Yeah.
When you say no.
What do you mean? What we want him to do?
Because the thing about it is for sex to be weaponized, meaning, okay, he pissed me off, so I'm not doing this, and vice versa. It could be flip side. The man, the woman could be like, hey, I want to have sex, and that man is like, yo, you didn't do this, and I'm not giving you none. That really happens, but the reality of it is, do you weaponize it, or have you weaponized it when he hasn't done with you something that you wanted him to do?
That's
See, there's a fine line between emotional and just, you didn't do this. You know what? You didn't clean the house. You didn't do this. You didn't do this. Or you pissed me off. You're not getting
That's never a good idea. It's never a good idea.
The man ain't never gonna give it up like that.
Right.
He ain't gonna stop doing it. Stop.
He gonna stop what?
You're not gonna stop having sex because I didn't clean the house.
No, but I might stop having sex for something else. Turn my back to you. Grab
What?
my own cover. Look at the wall.
Under what circumstances will you
I'm
deny
getting
your
triggered.
wife?
I'm sorry, I'm getting triggered. Getting triggered. Just getting triggered.
I am just under the assumption that, and it took me a long time to get here. And I know when me and my girlfriends talk about it, it's rare that they agree with me, and I'm okay with that because it's me. You do what you gotta do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But I'm just under the impression that when it comes down to marriage and relationship, I have to be who I am. Whether I'm happy, mad, sad, or glad, I have to be his wife. And I have to do what's supposed to take place in my marriage. So therefore, I try.
That means Sonia.
I try. It's not always successful. Sometimes, depending on how bad the situation and the disagreement is, there are times when I'm like, I just can't get past this right here.
And
We
that's
gotta
all
talk
I'm
about
saying.
it.
And that's
Right.
all
Give me a
I'm
minute.
saying.
We gotta talk about
And I'm
this because
saying-
for the most part, no, I'm gonna be your wife. Listen, when we having arguments, when we fighting, yeah, I'm still your wife. I'm not happy with you right now, but I'm still your wife. So I'm gonna do what me as a wife is supposed to do.
But there are
as
going to be
your
times
spouse, as your
where it
spouse.
doesn't go like that.
Truth.
Right, but
And
I'm just
it should be
I'm
okay.
just saying, just don't use it as a weapon.
No, that's
no,
not
no.
using it. That's not using it as a weapon.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Pop.
saying. That's what
Using it
that's the
as a
topic.
weapon is like, okay, you didn't cut the grass, so I ain't giving you none or
so
something
using it
like
as
that.
a weapon, if
Nah,
you
that's
say,
not what we talking about.
Oh, if you do this for me, then
No,
I got
that's
it.
never.
take
That's
care of
never.
you
Yeah, no, that's a
that's-
weapon.
no.
I ain't a doggy.
That's
I ain't
never
a doggy.
good.
Give me a doggy treat.
No, that's.
But okay,
no.
so men, so
Oh, man.
why not?
Sean, I'm not talking about you, LaShawn. You listening? I'm not talking about you. We good.
Miss Poppy.
We good.
Make it clear.
We good. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about in general.
Mrs.
I talk to
Poppy,
people at work.
Mrs. Poppy, he's never talking about you. Okay, he got good things
Clean
to
it
say
up.
about you.
Clean it up.
Yeah, but they told me like
They told me.
So as a man, so it doesn't take much for you. The wind blow right on you and you ready. The soldier is ready. So I'm saying sometimes we as women, we like getting our minds prepared before you even come home. Shoot me a text and say something nice.
on my phone now.
Mrs. Poppy,
Shooting
he's
my-
on his phone.
He
Mrs.
gonna
Poppy,
shoot
he's
you
on
a
his
text,
phone
What's the
Mrs.
and
dis-
shoot
Poppy.
you a text. So
What's the
be
dis-
ready when he get home tonight, okay? Because he gonna speak them sweet nothings to you
I
now.
told y'all before. I just have to mop floors.
Ooh,
Once I mop floors,
it's on and popping.
Yeah,
popping.
she got you
you
trained
got
well.
wash dishes
that's
so
what
too.
I'm
You don't say
saying.
nothing.
You got some clean floors, right, Pop?
Listen, Mrs. Poppy, you have him trained well, and you need to come on Truth Is podcast
I'm upset,
and train us women
I'm upset.
on how to get these
Because
messages.
Salea's just washing
Yeah.
dishes. That's so easy. I throw a plate in there, wash a plate.
I just use it as an example.
Oh man.
I'm just saying,
I
if you're
can't.
meeting a woman's need, I work full time, right? So the expectation is for me, because my husband doesn't cook, he doesn't grocery shop, so I'm supposed to go to work, pick up the baby, drop the baby off, help the baby with homework, cook the food, buy the food, cook the food, clean up the kitchen, and you do nothing.
Wait, give
And
the
then
baby a bath, put the
Give
baby
the
to
baby a
bed.
bath, all of that. And then I'm supposed to come home and spread my legs to you
But you know
while
that-
you've been sitting on the couch.
You know the energy he
Watching
has?
a football
Do you know
game?
the energy that he's gonna have? You're gonna be all
But
right.
what about her energy?
No,
I don't
he's gonna
exactly.
bring it out. He's gonna bring out that inner.
No.
No.
That
energy.
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 By the time I get myself together, I'm tired. I'm worn out. Sex is the last thing on my mind. You've done nothing
Oh, that sounds like a
to lift the burden.
that sounds like
off
a
of me.
different subject, Celia. That sounds
No,
like a
it does
different.
not.
No, but one would say if she doesn't want to be touched, now you're weaponizing it, and that's not weaponizing.
No, that's not weaponizing.
Right,
That's
that's
just like
not.
you just tired. You can't.
Right. So I'm
that's
saying,
something different.
You saying
I'm saying-
if you mop the floors, you gonna get some.
No, it turns her on. I don't know if I'm gonna get some. But it turns her on. So yeah, I mop the floors. I start working toward.
So you mop the floors
So your
just so she can be turned on.
your expectation is that if you mop the floor, you're going to get something,
Yeah,
not
you
just
know,
turned
that's
on.
me. That's me talking non-verbally. To start mopping.
Yo, Mrs. Poppy, yo, you
I
guys.
start mopping, you know.
Oh, geez.
So, I have a question.
Here comes that engineer again.
He's quite busy tonight, isn't he?
They keep me busy, y'all. So, what happens if that backfires, ladies? If I'm not giving you this because I'm tired, or I'm not giving you this because you didn't do this. Do you not run the risk of that man going someplace else?
Why is it that you have to the men, some men, why is that always the expectation? Well, he's gonna go somewhere else. Well, my nigga, what if I go somewhere else?
Oh,
Wow.
Cause I could go somewhere else too.
Wow.
You too
Ain't nothing
tired.
wrong with us.
That's
According to
she'll
according
find
to
the
your-
energy.
according to your
She'll
story,
find the
you too
energy.
tired.
No, boo, we
To
tired
wash
of
the
you.
dishes, cook the food, buy the food,
No, boo,
Tired
we
of
tired of
you.
you.
drive down the block.
Thank you.
We
I'm
tired
tired of you.
No.
how about that?
Like,
No.
why is it? Oh, don't you have to? Why are women held to this standard? You have to do this for your man.
Because
well, you
if
ain't
not-
doing that for me. Yeah, because if not, he's gonna go and get it from somewhere else. Well,
That's what he didn't wanna
maybe
do.
I'm gonna get something from somebody else too.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying me personally, but
Right.
there are some women that think like that.
Right.
They're gonna say, "Well, I'm gonna go and do my thing too. You're
Right.
not the only one that can do your thing."
Right.
So, I
Right.
think it works both ways.
But the weaponizing of it, it's something that's ongoing in the relationship. That could be a real problem. But if every now and then the wife or husband feels like, you know what?
Please say that. Say
Yeah.
it again.
Or husband,
Yeah.
You hear
you
that,
know,
Poppy?
they're
That's
not.
on pop.
I'm worth something too. Thank you.
Sometimes.
Me too, huh?
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. How you do your fingers again? Is that sign language you were saying to me? You told me it meant hello?
Mrs. Poppy, I need you to come on to this podcast. Thank you. Go ahead, Sonya.
But every now and then, if you have an argument or if there's an issue on the table, it should be resolved. So then there will be no, I don't want to have sex.
I
want to
give men out there my number one rule. You never argue on a Friday. You have an issue, you do not argue on a Friday.
What does that mean, Pop?
Because you can mess up your nice weekend.
Okay.
You wait till Monday morning and you mention what you want to talk about later on. But Friday, you don't argue on a Friday.
How about Sunday night? Can you mention the Sunday night?
Sunday night is the best nights.
Oh, why?
Before you
I'm
go to
saying
work.
after the fact. Like, after it's over. The deed is done.
Oh, that's messed up, nigga. You are cruel. You are cruel. Right afterwards, I gotta tell you something. Oh, wow,
Calculating.
nigga. You're cruel. You're taking Sonya's crown.
Calculating.
Give me your crown, Sonya. Give me your crown. You cruel.
Yeah.
No, but no arguments on a Friday.
No argument on Friday.
Right. Because then you're gonna mess up your whole week, going to the work week, and you had your wife, and you could have had a nice weekend with your wife. So that's my rule. I tell everybody.
Okay, so
Don't argue on
do
Friday.
you agree that a continuous denying your spouse because of whatever reasons you have?
Continuing?
Yeah, that's not good.
No, that's
but
not
But a woman or a man should be allowed to say, I don't want to have sex with you until this is resolved, until this issue, this argument is resolved. She's not telling you no. She's just saying, wait a minute, I'm still feeling some kind of way. I still want to talk about this. No?
Jeez.
That's not allowed?
I'll give you a day. We could wait.
No, I'm talking about.
No, we gotta resolve the whole issue.
No, I'm talking about if you had the argument today, right?
Right.
And the night comes and, you want to do, and she's like, no, Pop, we really need to talk about this.
Well, we have to wait till the night comes.
Okay, I was going to stop. I was going to hesitate.
Yeah.
As soon as you come home, the sun is still up. And the birds are still chirping.
Everybody don't
whatever.
do it at night.
It doesn't have to be. It don't
Everybody
always
don't do
have
it
to be
at
at
night.
night. I'm just being basic.
Okay.
Okay. So that, it's okay. Like, let's talk about this. You hurt my feelings. You make me feel some kind of way. Husband or wife, it don't matter. Let's talk about it. Let's have some resolve so that we could be together. So we can make love, have sex, or whatever you want to call it, Pop. But the thing about it is that that's okay. You're human. It's going to happen. Right. So, but the difference is you have the argument. The husband's like, okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's move on. And she still got her arms folded up and her lips perched because she's still pissed. After you try to resolve it, then you're like, come on. All right. But there has to be some resolution. There has to be.
Right. I agree with that. I agree it shouldn't be a weapon.
Finally.
Just don't use it up. I agree the whole time it shouldn't be a weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, everybody that believes that it shouldn't be a weapon, just hit a like and put a comment and say, I agree with Poppy. Right? Poppy. I agree with Poppy.
Listen, truth is, it's a light-hearted subject, but it can be serious. To maintain your relationship, first of all, there should always be communication. If you have an issue, get it resolved so you can be with the one that you love freely and enjoy each other. So if you have any questions, because Pop seems to be the
Has
expert
all
in
the
this,
answers.
Has all the answers.
Oh.
If
Been
you
doing
have
this
a
a minute.
question for
The
Pop,
answers.
please email us at truthiS1311@gmail.com. TruthiS1311@gmail.com. And Celia, thanks for joining us on this.
You were no
this
help. You were no
topic.
help, Celia, but thanks.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.